don't have to make them martyrs. We have to give them the equipment. So when you want to make a point, there is the point also poor political leadership.
No, political leadership is now a given. Look at what we've done. The Indian Army and the defense services are some people we need to be proud of. Policemen we need to be proud of. 14 gave away their lives. What does the Prime Minister say today? We must consider police reforms. What does the Pay Commission do? Play havoc with salaries and with compensation for the armed forces.
Absolutely.
This is the way we treat our heroes.
Absolutely.
This is the way we treat people who give away their lives for us. This is the way this country rewards people who stand in the middle of danger and sacrifice everything they have. This is the way this country rewards its own. Now you tell me, are you surprised?
Well,
are you surprised that we have all this going on?
But why,
it doesn't take rocket science for 20
minute.
people to know that they are entering a country which doesn't respect valor, which doesn't honor courage, which has people like Amar Singh going to Batla House and creating a ruckus, playing petty politics when a man took 3 bullets in his chest. For whom? For you and me.
Well,
I mean, this is the tragedy of our political system. We have become so rotten to the core that we now need surgery. We don't need prescription. You know what the tragedy was? That it hasn't happened to them. On December 13 of that year, when Parliament was attacked, if one of them had lost their lives, you would have seen the reaction. You would have seen the measures that would have been put in force. Today, I don't think, and you know, I love Bombay. I think it has a soul. Bombay is a city which is vibrating with the pulse of cosmopolitanism.
Tell me, sir. No, but
the
tell
biggest
me,
tragedy will
but tell me, sir.
to forget all this
tell me,
and
sir.
say that, oh, Bombay is such a great city and it will
Sohail,
rebound.
I have a question for you.
Why should we allow Bombay to rebound? Why shouldn't Bombay reinvent and throw these people into the bay from where these people, the terrorists, actually came?
Sohail, can I ask?
Why should we tolerate incompetence anymore?
Can I ask you something, Sohail? Can I ask you something? So let's hit the real issues. I like the way you're raising the real issues. And let me tell you, even as you're speaking, I'm getting message after message from all people across watching Times Now right now, saying, let's start a movement, let's do something, let's not take this lying down. That is the sentiment. I have just one point to ask you.
Movement called
when you spoke about people in uniform, everybody, when everything else failed today, even when the NSG was not making breakthroughs, everybody stood there behind the Jawans and they applauded. They liked to see when the Major General there, stoutly in his uniform, comes and says, I will carry out a professional military operation. And this is the same country in which many respected members of our civil society said they will make issues of why army officers get 24 eggs in their ration, why they should get 1,500 rupees more per month. Those are our double standards, aren't they, Sohail? Also,
but that's
we strike our conscience when it's good for us.
Of course, we are the biggest hypocrites when it comes to our honesty and our purpose. The point, Arnav, I'm making is that it is channels, it is the media, it is newspapers that need to reorient, and not just English language channels, not just English language newspapers. The movement has to be bottom up. I'm telling you, this is not rhetoric. I'm not saying this because it sounds nice. The tragedy is if we don't do it now, we will never do it.
Okay, I have to interrupt you there very briefly.
Chidambaram saying, oh, this is a country with 8% growth.
Yes.
Of what use is growth when a manager in a Taj hotel loses his family?
Absolutely.
Of what use is growth when 3 of your finest police officers take bullets because the political system couldn't come to any conclusion?
Absolutely.
Of what use is 8% growth when you have L.K. Advani talking about Hindu terror and when you have some other politicians talk about Islamic terror? If you're giving terrorism a religion, you're creating divisiveness which you will never be able to get out of.
Sohail, I'm coming back to this debate in just a minute and a half. I have to go up. We're getting some breaking news updates. Just a 2-minute detour there. I have to go to Rahul Shivshankar, who's at the Trident Hotel. We've heard some more blasts, more gunfire reported there even as we speak. And Mahrukh Inayat also has a live update. We were reported some blasts and gunfire at the Taj as well. First, let me go across to you, Rahul. What can you tell us?
Yes, there's been once again an explosion, a massive one on the other side of the Oberoi Hotel that faces the NCPA building. As I've been pointing out to you, Arnab, and those visuals spoke and told the entire story actually just a few minutes back. But there was a massive explosion. People are putting it down to a grenade explosion. It is now apparent that there is once again a conflagration developing between the two sides, between the NSG commandos who have taken perch on that building and the NCPA. The snipers and of course the terrorists who are bracing for another round of perhaps engagement with the forces. Now, what we can tell you, Arnab, is at this moment in time that another additional number of ambulances have been rushed into the complex. So there could be the possibility of some casualties as of now. We are beginning to get a sense of the ferocity of this engagement through the pictures, and perhaps now things are coming to some sort of a conclusion here.
Yes.
As far as this
Rahul,
particular episode is concerned.
Rahul, as Deepthi was reporting there, it's just beginning to hit hard right now. And as we go live to the Taj, Rahul, you are aware that it is now that the casualties will it's only now that the casualties will begin to be counted. And that's the greatest worry that the city of Mumbai and the city, this country is so worried to hear. These are